Hello, welcome to another episode of Interesting Stories of Quang Nam here on Quang Nam Today. We had immersed ourselves in the gentleness of Hoi An ancient town in the plain region, or freed our mind on the plateau of Dong Yang green tea plantation. Now, this edition of Quang Nam Today will take us all the way to a midland village where considered the freedom of the province. Situated 35 km west of Tam Kỳ City, Loc Yen ancient village in Tiên Cảnh Commune, Tiên Phước district, hiddenly covered by a perfect blessing blend from nature, landscape, weather, architecture, and people lifestyle. Coming to the village, you'll have a feeling of being in a fairy tale with small and winding roads, tourist fields, ancient houses, and especially rocky leading pathways. These stone-paved lands represent the beautiful memories and symbolize the awareness of original cultural values preservation of local people here. We'll get a chance now to visit the charming Loc Yen ancient village and settle down with the whisper of mossy stony alleys. Loc Yen is renowned for its unique 17th century houses that have been preserved carefully through the passing of time. Nowadays, mingling with these old houses are newly built ones, but the rocky paths which lead to every house still remain the same. This is the distinctive feature that captivates visitors at first sight when they arrive at this pretty little village. These stony alleys open up a velvety green view of the terraces to the house, being the connecting bridge to the harmony with nature and creating the verdant beauty for the countryside of Tiên Cảnh Commune. They either quietly lie under the cinnamon shades, run through rows of green tea, or zigzag around the pomelo garden. Taking sedate steps on the mossy alleys with flowers and plants simply grow from the clefts of rocky walls in the shadow of fruit trees and listening to the bird songs, we seem to go back to the life of hundreds of years ago with an amazingly peaceful and fresh feeling. The rocky edge must be tiled a little inward, therefore when laying, each stone must be slightly biased inward. The stone surface must be upward. For the purpose of solidity and aestheticism, stones must be arranged alternately. The joint between two stones must not form a straight line, and we have to use different sizes altogether. The only materials to be used is primarily rocks and soil. Since taking part in the Clean Entrance Beautiful Garden Club, I myself have made changes to make the works nicer and firmer, and so do other members of the club. They have to strive to make contributions to the creation of stone lanes at home and in the local areas. It can be seen that stones are the special artistic figure of Loc Yen ancient village, which differentiated from other places. With the clever and skillful hands of the people here, stones are used to create remarkably beautiful products. Hundreds of years has gone by, these typical structures still retain its solidity and firmness, without any mortar. This durable beauty of rocky works has raised up the movement Clean Entrance Beautiful Garden throughout the village. Every household, every individual has joined the competition of decorating houses and gardens by stones. They cherish every piece of stones collected from the stream basins, rivers. Naturally, stones become a valuable asset of Loc Yen villagers. This property will forever be a symbol beauty in the eyes of locals and visitors when they meet together in a road of stones surrounding the campus of each house. At present, there are more than 60 ancient and traditional houses. In order to preserve and promote the value of Loc Yen ancient village, especially the old houses and traditional houses, authorities have supported local people in restoring and upgrading houses in the harmony with the garden, fruit trees, stone alleys, and green tea fences. This is the characteristic of Tiên Phước and the midland of Quang Nam. District authorities have a mechanism to support and encourage the people to build stone lanes and tea fences to create the green space for the village. The club Clean Entrance, Beautiful Garden has been established with up to 30 members. They support and encourage each other to build rocky walls to preserve and develop the traditional values of their ancestors. Over the years, stone lanes are considered as a cultural symbol and the spirit of the quiet and peaceful countryside of Tiên Phước region. Rocks and stones are present everywhere in the life of the people here. They've been living with stone-tiled pathways, long stone-paved walls, or rocky fences, which not only separate houses, but most of all shield the village and fields in case of landslides. Building stony alleys, paving fences or walls with rocks has become an emulation movement which is widespread and actively responded by people here. In Tiên Cảnh, there is a club of rock lovers. They are honest, lenient farmers or retired officials after years of working for the government now come back to the garden. In their mind, where to collect stones, how to arrange and set up rocks for an attractive alley or a solid wall seems to be the constant questions. Tiên Phước village have a tradition of building stony pathways. At present, there are only a few highly skilled artisans left. To preserve and promote the value of stone lanes, I was encouraged by local government to launch the club Clean Entrance, Beautiful Garden. More than 20 households who joined the club has built very beautiful stone alleys. The village roads are broader and more spacious. During the time of embellishment, these rural artisans have put a lot of effort into each of the stone. They looked for stones in the river or on the mountain to form a very elaborate rocky walls. Loc Yen villagers has poured their heart and soul onto every corner, every space of their living land, including stony alleys. These rocky pathways are now the ornaments to glorify the beauty of this rural land. They symbolize the creativeness, the decorativeness, the caring and sentiment of rustic, simple and friendly local people here. Each stone lane has a different shape depending on the personality and aesthetic style of each landlord, or also depending on the terrain of the garden, the house, the mountain, where the alleys can be straight, zigzag, or twisting accordingly. All these have created a fascinating scenery, architecture, and lifestyle that will last for centuries, protecting the village from the influence of the industrialization and modernization. At the moment, with the policy of developing Tiên Cảnh, a peaceful and green place, the authorities and people in Tiên Cảnh commune are putting forward many practical programs to step by step develop the advantages of garden houses, ancient houses, and stony alleys as the characteristics of this very land. The hoary and mossy pathways, the verdantly green fences which breathe cool air into every house has shielded the village from the hustling and bustling Provincial Road 616 that is only a few hundred meters away. If you had a chance to drop by this place, you won't be able to ignore the deep and tranquil beauty of this countryside. The village of Loc Yen is a gift of nature. Nature has given people here an ideal living space, and they are striving to maintain these priceless treasures over time. It's time for us to say goodbye. Please log on the website qrt.vn for more exciting stories of Quang Nam. Thank you for being with us, and see you next time.